Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Jackson now to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and this Philadelphia Eagle offense.
Not only does he look the part, he plays it as well. Tall, prototypical-looking pocket passer with better athletic ability than what people think, gets outside of the pocket and makes big plays downfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Working from the gun, Wentz. And his first pass is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Winston's pass intercepted.
So excellent starting field position here for the Chargers. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Here's Cunningham from the gun. It is caught by McCaffrey for a Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Complete to Boston.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Wentz going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Wentz to throw again. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. He's going to have to hook up to Scott. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He's going to take another shot here. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The extra point by Anderson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. To be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Hill on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Cunningham. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. That one good for 37 yards. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
11-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 28-yard attempt.
The Hall of Famer's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The veteran Andre Johnson, the target on that one. And it's second down.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
Throwing again. Cunningham. And he'll take a shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the Charger touchdown. Austin Hooper. 70 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jackson now to return. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On second down, here's the option. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 41, Wentz. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now Wentz on third down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Wentz again. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Wentz to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. To throw is Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Again, it's Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That keeps the score. Chargers 20.
Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
James. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 more on that one and another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Second and 12. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Tomlinson, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 14 yards, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Steps away to, oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Anderson's kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28.
Chargers 34, Eagles 6.
And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's the Chargers defense as they get ready to go again. They've got the victory in sight. You've been in this spot before back in your playing days. How nice is it to go out there pretty much knowing this is a victory?
It's beyond nice. It's what you build for each and every week that you're getting ready to play. And that's a tough, long week of practice. But to be able to turn it into a win and be able to enjoy it, yeah, that's why you play.
Now they'll just be looking here for one final stop in the winning moments. Boston Scott, the one he was looking for that time. But it's going to be second down. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Down.
Hey, get in there and get what you want, G. Get in there and get what you want, boy.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Throwing now is Wentz. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. First down, James. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.